Good morning. Today is Sunday, it's not Saturday. I did some recording yesterday, but half of it, for some reason, the recording stopped. So I'm starting over today, and it's kind of disappointing because I recorded a lot of my stove build, or the installation of my stove. So I've got the stove up, but it took me quite a while to figure out exactly how much I needed it off the ground, and it needed to go as low to the ground as possible because I need 40 inches of pipe before it hits the ceiling, and I have 36. And I couldn't put it right on the floor. I wanted a place for wood. And also, it's supposed to circulate, be able to circulate underneath as well, the heat. So I am going to put a piece of tile underneath the stove, granite tile. I'll show you guys that, just to protect the floor, just in case it's too close. But I think I have 5 inches it off the floor, 5 inches. Maybe with the mount, it's 6 inches. So, I don't know. I think they shorted me a 12-inch pipe, double-walled, because I have 36 feet of double-walled and 24 feet of insulated pipe. But in saying that, 12 of that, of the double walled and the insulated, have to go outside. So that will only give me 24 inches of pipe inside, and I need 36. So I need another 12-inch double wide, and it's either in storage, and I bypassed it when I was grabbing all my stuff, or I need to order another one. So that's on hold. I'm just cutting up pieces right now because I am gonna build a wall, a short wall, to the door, that small door in the van, and I'll show you that as well. Reason being is just lots of reasons. I do have wood stove paint, so I'm going to paint the boards up, and I also have a side shield I can put on. What else? I had to move my spice rack, and just reorganize a few things. I had some running around to do yesterday. So today I watered my garden. I got Wilson up for a little tiny walk, and I went and grabbed a coffee. And I've already I already cut some wood. I need to spray paint it. And I still have some of this left. So it's high heat, tough protective enamel. And it's apparently for wood stoves. Barbecues, wood stoves, and more. Resist heat up to 650 C. And I'm glad I found it because I didn't want to have to buy another one. Just looking at this wood here, and it almost looks like I need to do some patches again on this. Oh, I've got the side shield. That was a nightmare, and I did film it, but like I said, for some reason my phone just stopped recording. So I was going on and doing everything, and then I realized, oh, it's not even recording. So I lost the majority of it. So I apologize for that. Lots of changes. So I'm building the wall today, building the doors for here today, and what else? I got a list. I was going to do the back doors, the paneling around the back doors, but I don't have enough really thin wood for that. So I'm going to have to go buy some. And I want to put up 2 shelves. And I need to brush Wilson. I was going to put up my ladder today as well, but I figured I'd wait to put the ladder up for when I put the stovepipe through, because I have to silicone all that, and I wanted to silicone around the bolts and the 2-sided tape that I'm using to fill in that gap at the very bottom. So I wanted to make sure that's all done, because I'm gonna put the 2-sided tape in and use the screw to mount the ladder on the bottom, and then I wanted to go around and silicone it all in so there's no rain in there or any wet to be able to get in there. So yeah, shelf, doors, wall, I've got a few things to put up. I have another shelf here, little basket shelf. I want to put my hatchet in that and a few other things, and that's going to go on that door and or on that wall. So yeah, doors, shelves, wall. And then I'll show you what else I have done yesterday that I recorded that didn't record. That's where I was going to put the stove, and I was going to build a wall for it, and I would have had the pipe going up in front of the window, but I didn't really care, because when I put the spice racks up, I was going to build a cupboard there. I had decided to put the wood stove in the camper, but I have propane furnace in there. So I'm just going to leave it simple, and if I leave the camper and just take my van, I want to make sure that I have a heat source outside the diesel heater. If I'm camping somewhere where I can't use my wood stove, I'll do it that way. So those 2 spice racks have to come down and go over to this wall. So that home sign's going to have to come down, and I'll put the 2 spice racks underneath that, and I have to about the top part of this, it's going to be a kitchen cupboard, because in this space right there, I'm building a 3-shelf storage place, and I've got these baskets that I'm going to put in there. So I'll just kind of give you an idea. So there'll be 3 that'll be up in that space there. So now I have to take off that basket, and I'm going to put it on the wall, because I'm still going to build a wall there. And I'll put that home sign on that wall as well with that. And I have some stove tools that I'm going to put on that wall. So now I'll show you why I can't use that. If you see up here, look at how close that is. The molding's right here. It's touching this pipe. So when that top pipe, 12 inches, actually the whole 24, right down to that seam there, is going to be in the double wall. So it's even going to be wider. There's no room there. So I can't put my stove there. And that's fine, because I really don't like it there anyway. But I have to move those. So I'm going to move the stove and show you what it'll look like on that wall. Now, that is where the seatbelt came out of. You know how they're encased in a plastic kind of like squared out kind of thing, because I had bench seats in here, so it's actually going to fit that hole perfectly. And I often wondered what I was going to do with that hole. Oh, Wilson just knocked over my wood, and he's taking my camera holder with him. Fun. Okay, so those are going over there. I gotta go pick up some stuff and see if Wilson's doing okay, and I'll come back and move that. And I'm gonna take off those spice racks while I'm at it. The floor is sandy. It's always sandy when you park. I sweep it out in the morning, but maybe you really can't see me too well. So I've got to cut the rest of the, not the rest, this piece is I'm gonna do 2 pieces. I'm hoping it's gonna fit back there. Let's check this out. Well, I really can't until I get this up. So I'm putting, this is a base. Cutting 2 pieces for the length to secure the wall onto. I'm going to use brackets on this to secure it to the floor. And I guess we'll see how it works. It's all, I mean, I've built out this van so far. I'm just doing whatever I can do at this point with the knowledge that I've gained from that, because that's how I put that wall up. And I'm going to paint it all black, so if I open the door it won't look awful. And I've got to paint this side anyway, and I'm going to have to repaint that wall because it looks like there's some of it is chipped and a little bit faded and stuff. I'm not really sure. Okay, well, let's get this done. I don't even want to look. Oh, it's only 12. That's awesome. Because I have a lot of building to do today. I've got this put in the camper. Put that in there. It's on the tire of the camper right now. That does not look straight. That's not straight. There's no way that line is straight. I needed an angle ruler, and I still have not picked one up. And by the time that I finish building, I'll pick one up then. Maybe for the camper. I think it would make things a lot straighter, and then I wouldn't have to put in a piece of trim. That does not look straight. Oh well. I don't like that. Okay, let's hope it doesn't fall off the tire. Uh-oh, it's falling off. Let's try the cooler. Something. Give it some kind of support. Not bad. getting there. Okay, let's see how this will work. Move the camera for you guys. That looks like that could hurt getting in. Thinking I should actually put it back. Maybe there. I think that'll be better. And I've cut the wood for the wall already too, so that means I have to cut more. But I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing here. It's going to want to go right there. Yeah, that'll be way better. I'll take the camera down and show you guys. Here. You know, I'll put it right by that hinge. So this is the side view, and the reason I'm putting it out more and cutting it short is because I'm gonna I don't want it giving me problems. The door, if you can see, it kind of angles in as it goes up, kind of has a sway in. It doesn't look it looks straight, but it does. So that way I won't have anything hitting the door, and when I open it, it'll be clear. See, right there. It'll be clear to that space right in there. But there's the frame. So let's go paint those pieces. I've got to cut those pieces over there. Oh, Wilson lost his head. He's a gruffy mess he's shedding right now, and I can brush him every day. Wilson, let's get a stick close to Mom. He was right down here at my feet. Okay, let's go paint those pieces. I painted the wood, so there is a gap right there, which is fine. Or it's just a bigger piece. So I got the first piece on. There are the other pieces, and it's got that heat treated paint, or heat paint, whatever. So yeah, I will show you the end product. I have nowhere to put my phone. I guess I could try. Hang on. Could always put a trim on it too. That might actually look nice. Oh shoot, darn. I was hoping I could get through this. These are the weirdest screws. There we go. Might have to put 2 more in there and 2 more in there. Maybe I'll have to push these down a little bit more. There we go. The weirdest screws. There, that's okay, that's it. I'm mad now. Oh, come on. It pops out of it. It's a very small little spot. I'm wrecking it. All that trouble I went through. The last screw. What the heck? Why isn't that going in? Spins out. Spins out. They're the weirdest screws. I had to dig for a bit to fit it. Oh well. That thing's gonna go in there anyway. Okay. My wall. Even painted the back of it. The finished product. If you look at this wall, it's shiny. And it shouldn't be. I did use a heat paint. I've got to use the same. But when you look at this paint, it's like a matte finish, just like you would see on the stove. So it's got some spots, see right there, over there, and it's shiny. So I'm either going to have to mask everything off, because I'm not taking that stove out of there. That stove mount was kind of hard to do. This mount here sits on a bracket. And it's like an H, kind of. I don't think I can show you guys. It's that black down there. And the stove hooks on, and then you have screws at the bottom of it that go in. But on that black mount there, see that screw? It goes through the stainless steel shielding, and the stainless steel shielding, you can see there, it extends out in the back for breathing, and it doesn't heat up, right? But those screws are long and they have spacers, so when you have to put all 4 of them on, of course not with the stove on it, but you have to put all 4 of them through that black, I don't know what you would call it. It's just what attaches onto the stove. And there's 4 of them with spacers on the back. You have to go through that mount and into the wall. And when you have 4 of them and they're pushing up against a wall, then they're gonna either come out and the spacers fall off, or I could have attached it to another piece of wood. Maybe would have been a lot easier, but I just didn't want to do that. So I did it like probably 20 times before I actually got them all screwed in without the spacers falling off in the back. So there is no spice racks there. And I did put a basket there under the window. I still have my window. And then there's my heat shield. I think it turned out pretty good. It's hard to see because of the light, but it looks okay. It doesn't look too bad. Even looks good on the side. I like that paint. There's the tile that I mentioned I put underneath. And we're going to have to either find that pipe or order another one. And the 2 insulated 12-inch pipes and the 1 double-walled pipe are in the back. So over here we have the spice racks, and they fit fine there. They actually work better there. They would have been nice over there with a cupboard, but no cupboard, so it all works out fine there. Now I did do my, Wilson is in the way. He's having a good snooze. I should move that basket for you, hun. So I did do there's one underneath where he's laying. So it only shows 2. Now on the top, it's kind of a messy job. I just wasn't into doing it. I have it like that, so I can kind of stack it and things won't rattle around. That's why I put those 2x2s as supports for the top. So now I need to get a thin piece of wood to fit as a top of a shelf. So I need 1, 2, 3 of them. And then once I have those cut, I've got this black, really durable, washable wallpaper. I'm going to cover them with that. I think once there's a proper top put on those shelves, everything will obviously look a lot better. And I might even get a little piece of trim like that and put it on just to finish it up a little bit. I did put a molding on, and it's gonna keep it from breaking, and I cleaned off all that glue that was around the edges as well. And it started to rain, so I have some cleaning to do. I already cleaned my floor up here. I have my intake manifold being done tomorrow, so I'm just giving it a good dusting, a little bit of cleaning. I did scrub underneath all my mats, cleaned out everything. Today is actually Monday now. I'm just picking up the video. I have to make my bed. I put away 3 bags of laundry, like shopping bags, like your reusable bigger bags. And I I have lunch to make. I made supper already. Wilson keeps getting his head out of the camera. He had it under the camper before. Now it's underneath the... He's such a cute guy. Who's that on the bed? Who's that on the bed? Are you so comfy? Are you so comfy? Huh? Goofy boy.